Hey, coffee lovers! Ever wonder about the incredible journey your morning brew takes to get into your cup? An astonishing 2.25 billion cups of coffee are enjoyed every single day worldwide. That's a mind-blowing 750 million bags of coffee consumed each year. Today, we're taking you on an epic adventure to see exactly how millions of tons of coffee beans are harvested and then transformed into those convenient instant coffee products in modern factories. Prepare to be amazed. The first ideas for instant coffee emerged in the 17th century as researchers sought more practical ways to prepare the beverage. Brazil played a decisive role in the invention of instant coffee as we know it today. In 1930, Nestlé was challenged by the Brazilian government to find a solution for Brazil's excess coffee production. After years of research, in 1938, the company launched Nescafé, which revolutionized the market by producing a high-quality soluble coffee that preserved its aroma and flavor. It became a global success during World War II, when Nescafé was included in the emergency rations of all American soldiers. Instant coffee became extremely popular due to its ease of transport and preparation anywhere, contributing to its market consolidation in various countries after the conflict. Everything begins with selecting the coffee seeds. There are two main commercial varieties: Arabica, cultivated at higher altitudes, which produces a higher quality coffee, and Robusta, which is more resilient, has a higher caffeine content, and is cultivated at lower altitudes. The seeds are extracted from ripe fruits, washed, and dried. Then, they are planted in germination beds with fertile soil and irrigation. Coffee seedlings are transplanted to the field after 6 to 12 months when they reach about 20 to 30 centimeters in height and have well-developed roots. The planting hole is prepared with organic or chemical fertilizers. Planting spacing varies between 2 to 3 meters between rows and 0.8 to 1.5 meters between plants. Adequate spacing is crucial to allow sunlight penetration and facilitate harvesting. Seedlings are planted on cloudy days or in the late afternoon to avoid water stress. In the first months, it's crucial to maintain constant soil moisture while the root system is developing. Drip irrigation is the most efficient method, as it provides water directly to the base of the plants continuously and controllably. After planting, the coffee tree generally begins to produce fruits in 2 to 4 years, with significant harvests for about 20 to 25 years, depending on care and the cultivated variety. The coffee tree's first flowering typically occurs 1 to 2 years after field planting. Arabica varieties usually flower between the first and second year, while Robusta can flower more quickly, often in the first year. Flowering is directly related to rainfall. Coffee plants need stable conditions and regular rainfall to initiate the flowering cycle. These white flowers will give rise to fruits after pollination. The flowers take about 6 to 9 months to develop into mature fruits ready for full harvest. Harvesting depends on the fruit cycle. In tropical regions, it can occur once a year as the main harvest, or be divided into 2 seasons: the main and the off-season. Fruits are ready for harvest when they acquire an intense red or yellow color in specific varieties. In manual harvesting, only ripe fruits are picked, ensuring maximum quality but requiring more labor. Manual harvesting is used in smaller plantations or for producing specialty coffees. In mechanized harvesting, specialized machines are equipped with hundreds of rods that vibrate the branches to detach the fruits. All fruits from a branch are removed at once, mixing ripe, green, and dry ones. This method is faster and used in larger plantations. After being harvested, the fruits undergo processes to remove their outer layers and extract the bean. In the most common method, ripe fruits are pulped, fermented to remove the mucilage, and washed before drying. A mature coffee tree can produce between 1 to 2 kilograms of green beans per year. It's possible to harvest between 15 and 30 bags of 60 kilograms of green beans annually. After pulping, the beans are spread on cement, clay, or canvas surfaces and regularly turned for drying. Freshly pulped beans have a high moisture content. Drying reduces moisture to about 10%, which is the ideal level to prevent the proliferation of fungi and microorganisms during storage. After drying, the beans are taken for processing, where their husk, called parchment, is removed. Then, the beans are sorted in sieves that divide them into categories based on size, diameter, and density. The beans from each category are placed into bags that must weigh exactly 60 kilograms. These bags are sewn and stacked before being sent to coffee industries. But how do these coffee beans transform into a quality cup of instant coffee? Each year, over 35 million tons of freshly harvested beans arrive at industrial plants like this one of the largest in the world. Upon arrival at the factory, the batches are inspected and tested. After approval, the beans proceed to the production line. First, the coffee passes through a type of mesh that retains impurities and residues that might be mixed with the beans. Through systems and pipelines, the beans reach the cleaning sector, where they pass through a machine with different sieves for final selection. The selected beans automatically proceed to the roasting stage. Coffee needs to be roasted to develop its aroma, color, and flavor. Coffee beans are roasted at 200 degrees Celsius for 12 minutes. As the beans heat, starches convert into sugars and release the coffee's aroma and flavor. Roasting also begins to release caffeine. The longer the roasting time, the more caffeine is released. The cooled beans are then ground in an industrial mill into a coarse coffee powder. The ground coffee is mixed with hot water in large extractors where the soluble compounds are extracted. This is similar to making filtered coffee, but on a large scale, using controlled temperatures and pressures. This results in a concentrated liquid coffee. The extracted liquid is further concentrated to reduce its water content. This is done by vacuum evaporation, where water is removed at low temperatures to preserve aromatic compounds and flavors. This method is known as freeze drying. The concentrated coffee moves along a conveyor belt where it receives jets of cold air. The compound is frozen in less than 2 minutes at temperatures of approximately -50 degrees Celsius and then placed in a vacuum environment. It then passes through a grinder that crumbles the blade into granules with a size of 2 to 3 millimeters, leaving dry coffee granules. This method better preserves flavors. Now, without water, the soluble coffee is ready, and its granules are sent to the packaging machines. Hundreds of glass jars are quickly transported and filled with coffee in less than a second, with up to 280 jars filled per minute. 175,000 jars are ready every 11 hours. The packages are hermetically sealed to maintain quality conditions for up to 24 months. Labels are affixed, and they are ready to be packaged and sent to the consumer market. And that is how billions of instant coffee packages are produced around the world every year. If you like this video, please leave a like and share it with your WhatsApp groups. Leave a comment saying where you are watching us from and what you thought of this episode. Subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to be notified whenever we publish new content. In the quiet corners of remote farms, a mysterious creature thrives, spiky, solitary, and full of surprises. Today, we step into a hidden world, where porcupines aren't just wild animals. They're part of a centuries-old journey from burrow to table. In a quiet corner of the farm, a single porcupine lies curled in its individual enclosure. Its dark eyes peer out cautiously as it sniffs the air. Now, let's take a look at a larger enclosure filled with multiple porcupines. In this environment, they can roam freely, interact, and even establish their own social hierarchies. Porcupines are natural diggers, and here we see one hard at work creating a burrow. This behavior is instinctual, as they dig to create homes, find food, and escape from predators. Their strong claws and powerful legs make them excellent diggers. It's amazing how their instincts guide them in the wild, allowing them to thrive in various environments. One of the most rewarding experiences is interacting with these unique creatures. Porcupines can be quite curious and may approach humans with caution. With gentle handling and patience, they can become friendly companions. Creating the perfect habitat for porcupines is essential for their well-being. Here we have several models of porcupine enclosures. Some are simple and compact, while others are more elaborate, featuring tunnels and climbing areas. Each design caters to the natural behaviors of porcupines, providing them with the space they need to thrive and explore. To keep track of our porcupines, we sometimes use non-toxic spray paint to mark them. This helps us identify individuals, especially in larger groups. And here's something special: a beautiful albino porcupine. Now, let's take a look at some playful porcupines engaging in a bit of friendly sparring. While it may look intense, this behavior is usually just play. They'll roll, nudge, and sometimes even chase each other around. It's a delightful sight that showcases their playful side and social interactions. Grooming is an important part of caring for porcupines. Here, we see someone carefully removing loose quills and debris from a porcupine's spines. Porcupines are herbivores, and they enjoy a varied diet. Here, we have some porcupines happily munching on fresh vegetables. Leafy greens, carrots, and sweet potatoes are some of their favorites. It's essential to provide them with a balanced diet to keep them healthy and active. Watching them enjoy their meals is both entertaining and heartwarming. Feeding time is always exciting. Here, we're spreading food across the enclosure to encourage the porcupines to forage. This mimics their natural behavior in the wild, where they would search for food. It's a wonderful way to engage their instincts and keep them active as they explore every nook and cranny for their favorite treats. In addition to fresh veggies, porcupines also enjoy hard food, like specially formulated kibble. This helps keep their teeth clean and provides essential nutrients. Watching them crunch away is quite amusing. They really dig in. It's fascinating to see how their diet varies and how they adapt to different food textures. As we observe the natural behaviors of porcupines, we can sometimes see mating rituals. During this time, the male and female will engage in various courtship behaviors, including vocalizations and displays of affection. It's a beautiful sight to witness their instincts at work, ensuring the continuation of their species. After a successful mating, the female porcupine will give birth to a litter of adorable babies. Here, we see a mother porcupine caring for her young. She'll nurse them and keep them warm until they are old enough to explore the world around them. As the baby porcupines grow, they'll need more space to explore and play. Here, we're carefully moving them to a new enclosure, ensuring they have plenty of room. Catching porcupines can be quite an adventure. Here, we see someone using a net to gently catch a porcupine for health checks or relocation. It requires patience and a gentle touch to ensure the porcupine remains calm during the process. Always remember, safety first, for both the catcher and the porcupine. Another method of catching porcupines is using a wire cage. This humane approach allows us to safely capture porcupines for various purposes, such as health checks or relocation to a suitable habitat. It's important to always prioritize their safety and well-being. Once caught, it's essential to transport porcupines safely. Here we see them in secure containers, ready for their journey. Whether it's to a new home or a veterinary visit, ensuring their comfort during transport is crucial for their overall health. Removing quills is a delicate process, often done in culinary settings. It's essential to approach this with care and ensure the porcupine is treated humanely. Here, we see the process of pouring boiling water to remove the quills efficiently. However, it's vital to remember that this should only be done in a controlled environment, ensuring the animal's welfare is prioritized. Once prepared, porcupines can be roasted and butchered for culinary purposes. In some cultures, porcupines are considered a delicacy. Finally, let's take a look at some delicious dishes made from porcupine meat. From savory stews to grilled delicacies, chefs get creative in the kitchen, highlighting the unique flavors of porcupine. Welcome to our journey through the fascinating world of cashew cultivation and processing. Today, we will explore how these delicious nuts go from farm to table. Here we are at our cashew tree farm, where it all begins. The cashew tree thrives in warm climates and produces both the nut and the fruit. To ensure optimal growth, we utilize advanced irrigation systems to keep our trees healthy and hydrated. Look at these beautiful cashew fruits. The cashew nut is actually found at the end of this fruit, known as the cashew apple. Our dedicated workers carefully harvest the cashew fruits, ensuring that we get the best quality for processing. Once harvested, the cashew fruits are fed into our state-of-the-art nut separator machine, which efficiently separates the nuts from the fruit. After separation, the cashew nuts are dried to enhance their flavor and shelf life before being packed into bags for transport. Next, these bags of cashew nuts are transported to our processing facility, where the real magic happens. At the processing facility, the nuts are sorted on a conveyor belt to ensure only the best make it to the next stage. Our skilled workers carefully shell the cashew nuts, ensuring they are intact and ready for the next step. This is an overview of our shelling area, where precision and care are paramount to maintaining quality. Once shelled, the cashew nuts move along the conveyor belt, ready for further processing. Our team inspects the nuts, picking out any defective ones to ensure only the best quality reaches our customers. Next, the cashew nuts are roasted to perfection, enhancing their flavor and aroma. After roasting, the nuts are sorted again, ensuring that only the finest make it to packaging. Once sorted, the cashew nuts are filled into bags, ready for distribution. Cashews flow into automated packaging machines, where precision weighs and fills each bag perfectly. In this clean, efficient packaging zone, every gram is accounted for. High standards ensure consistency for both local and international markets. Before sealing, the cashews pass through a final drying stage, locking in freshness and extending shelf life. One last journey on the belt. The cashews now golden, clean, and ready to delight. The nuts are placed into retail boxes with care, ready to be shipped to stores around the globe. Labels are applied, packaging is sealed, and everything is tracked for safety and quality. Automated systems organize and stack the boxes neatly for export. Finally, the expiration date is printed, the last stamp in this incredible journey from tropical orchard to your kitchen shelf.